something.
Mhm. Good morning, dear community, and welcome to the House of Jin Shin for our daily 10-minute self-help practice. I hope everybody is doing okay, and I was just talking to Lola about how these times are also in a way for us to grow, as the spring is coming in today, and where all the new seeds and are beginning to flower, as we see tulips coming up and all the flowers everywhere. So let them nurture us from the inside, as most of us are staying home, and appropriately so. I wanted to bring in the spring by holding a mudra, helping the third depth. So this is one of my favorite mudras. Spring is related to third depth, and for the new people, third depth is a cycle of energy, and so we'll just leave it at that for now. Take a nice deep breath. We know that the breath comes from the belly and brings us into our autonomic nervous system. So we are not doing the breath or trying the breath, we are the breath. And if you've been following along these past few days, then by now the breath should be there in the larger sense. So not a kind of breathing, but a nice, slow, deep breath that nurture all our organs. So this mudra helps the heart and it does help the heart. It opens the heart, of course. It also helps the liver energy and the gallbladder energy, and it helps our exhalation. The exhale all the way down to the toes. So just be aware of this breath. This mudra also helps the fatigue flow, and so that is very nice and nurturing position to hold at this time. Take a nice few deep more breaths. In the inhale up the back, over the top of the head, and then the exhale down the front, all the way to the toes. It's in the exhale that we are letting go completely. We exhale to the tip of the toes, where the breath becomes the inhale. Take one more nice round of breaths. Very nice. So please share this with your family as well, as this is it's almost like a prayer position as well. So enjoy this mudra. And I was talking to Lola, so I would like to invite her up here. So Lola, what has this been doing for you, this situation, being at home, and what have you been doing, what it has meant to you, for you?
Yeah, well, it's definitely been a mix of emotions, you know. It's been, I like to think of it as waves. And on one hand, it's definitely, well, I've felt more anxiety because of it. But also I feel like when I zoom out and think about the situation as a whole, I think it's doing a lot of good for our planet, and it's really like a global reset.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in a lot of ways it's allowing us to like start over and recognize what isn't working and what really is important in our lives.
So if the world needs to reset, something will happen, and then we will individually have to reset as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it very interesting with everything that was going on in the world. It kind of had to reset.
Yeah,
right?
It
And so
really
it makes us
did.
reflect on that.
Right. It's like a rice cooker that's like going, and it's like you have to take off the top, otherwise it's gonna explode.
Talking about rice, let's do a digestive flow today.
Yes.
Lola's going to demonstrate it, and this flow has a lot to do with our lifestyle. Go ahead and start to get in the first position. So we're going to do the left side, which will also help with constipation. So if you can turn around so that people can see it. Yeah, so that people can see your back. Place your left hand on the left 25, which is the sits bone, and place your right hand on your SEL4 on the left side. Yes. So get breathing into the belly, becoming the breath. Start to feel the pulsation coming up to your fingertips. And SEL5 helps to inhale up the back so that we can exhale. So it actually helps the front of the body. It helps all digestive projects. It helps the front, it helps the stomach, it helps the small intestine and the large intestine. I said before that it's very much related to our lifestyle, and today a lot of people worry a lot, and this flow will help to harmonize worry. Worry is the primary cause for digestive projects. So sometimes in this day and age we also see people getting stomach aches, and that is very much to do with the stuck emotion of worry. So in this way we're harmonizing it so that it can move. Holding SEL4 helps us to connect to spirit. It is the bridge, and it's the bridge from spirit becoming matter, and from consciousness going unconsciousness and back. So it's this bridge, this divide. And take one more nice deep breath, and then move your right hand to SEL12, which is the middle of the neck. Yeah, on the side here. Yeah, that's right. And SEL12 helps the waistline. The meaning of SEL12 is surrender, and it is to surrender to something higher than ourselves. So this flow also helps with us trying to control situations, and of course today we cannot control. We have to be and make the best of it and be as centered as possible. So SEL12 has a lot to do with that. SEL12 helps the waistline, so it also helps all our digestive organs as well. It connects heaven and earth as it is right in the center. SEL4 helps spirit, and this helps the mind, our waistline. And then we'll move to number 11 in a moment. Take one more nice deep breath. Very good. And then move your right hand to SEL11, which is the top of the shoulder blade, right there, yes. See if you feel any tenderness in there. If we have stress and worry, you may feel some tenderness there. So SEL11 has to do with our letting go. And for that reason, it helps the inhale and the exhale. Most of the organ functions move through SEL11, so it's very, very important. It's also where we tend to pile up our stress. Mary Burmeister, who brought Jin Shin Jitsu to the United States, said, I never found any good antiques in the 11s, and so this is where we tend to pile up our ancient stuff, so we definitely would want to let that go. SEL11 helps to clear the hip line. So we now just connected body, mind, and spirit. Very good. Take one more nice deep breath. Good. And now we're going to move our left hand to the right lower back, right at the crest of the hip. And that will help with constipation. Yeah, you feel? Yeah. Number 2, SEL2 brings in our innate wisdom, which is another very wonderful thing that we can tap into in this trying time, because we innately all know that on a larger level we are going to be okay. It's going to take some time and struggle on an individual level, but the homeostasis between the spirit world, the energy world, and our body will find its way back. So take a nice deep breath. Very good. Okay, so that concludes this flow pattern. So you can do it on the other side as well. So let's just quickly demonstrate how to do that. Place your right hand on, so this one would help with diarrhea.
Okay.
It is on the right side, this flow, so if you're very stressed today, then the right side is probably a good way to practice. If it is an older project, your digestion, then start with the left side, okay? Place your left hand on SEL4. Yeah, you can go from that side, yes, good. Yeah. SEL4, helping to clear spirit. Then 12, mind, right here in the middle. Go to the words tender, yes. And then 11, very good. And then move this hand to the opposite too. Wonderful. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope you will practice this today. Please share with your friends and family. It's very important to maintain your daily Jin Shin practice to keep harmonizing your energy. And I wish you all the best. And we'll see you all tomorrow at the House of Jin Shin.